Hey, this is Justin McQuerry, and today we're going to do a breakdown of both Aid Station 1 and Aid Station 2 at the 2024 Pro Men's Unbound Gravel Race. I've got a race recap video coming soon and a full race POV footage video linked below, but today we're just breaking down the aid stations. For context, and folks that don't know, the Unbound Gravel Race is a 200-mile long race on gravel and minimum maintenance roads in and around Emporia, Kansas at the start of June. Unlike road racing, there are no support vehicles following the race, and racers' support crews are only allowed at two designated aid stations or feed zones, the first coming at mile 70 and the second coming at mile 148. With nearly 10 hours of racing, this requires a lot of food and water, but if you want to go as fast as possible, you need to balance what you're carrying with you and what you plan to acquire at these aid stations to be as efficient and fast as possible for each section of the race while still maintaining your fueling plan and hydration plan. So here we are, aid station 1. There's a breakaway up the road, 4 or 5 riders, and then this is the main group, about 60 riders with all of the race favorites in it. It was pretty tense coming to this aid station. We had such a big group. Everyone realized they would need to make this a super quick stop, and especially people that are still riding like I am. We see people peeling off left and right, and everyone's getting a little nervous that like you're not going to get to your aid station in time and be able to grab whatever food, bottle, water, anything you need in time to be able to get back on the gas. I was being supported by the Team Novo Nordisk head mechanic, Gareth Jones. He was also supporting 2 other Team Novo Nordisk riders in this race, but I'm rolling through this station looking for him, and I know he's a little bit closer to the end of the station than the beginning, so I'm like searching left and right here, like looking for him, and I see one of the other Novo Nordisk riders pull off just up here to the left. Right before this right-hand turn at the feed zone, and then I quickly pull in here and try and make this as quick of a stop as possible. I have 3 bottles that I started with that I'll dump, and then I grab my hydration pack here, 2 bottles to throw in the frame, and then drink a small bottle of mix while I'm stopped here. Gareth offers to like clean the bike, lube the chain, do it as quickly as possible, but I opt to not do that and just get back on the gas. Total stoppage time under 21 seconds, and I was able to find this small little chase group to reconnect with the larger lead group as everyone's coming out of the feed zone. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's rapid stuff. I was happy to have this little group here, but I was still panicking a little bit and just kept pushing way too hard out of aid 1, and unfortunately ended up popping out of this main group as they got back on the gas here not too long after this first aid station. So aid station 2, at this point I was in a chase group of about 12 riders. Drew Dillman's that rider in front of me, but we have Lawrence Dam, Nikki Terpstra, Tobin Hortonblad, Thomas Decker, bunch of fast guys in this group, and we were all chasing hard, riding well, rotating well, but we were also almost 150 miles into the race, so everyone was going to need to take this one a little bit easier, with potentially a longer stop, just so that everyone could make sure they have everything for the remaining 50-60 miles of the race. At this point, I was still feeling really good. Like physically, I felt good. Hydration-wise, nutrition-wise, I felt like I was doing everything right. So it was just a matter of finding Gareth, who is closer to the end of this feed zone as well, and then hopping off the bike for a quick second and like gathering myself so that I can keep chasing hard and keep moving up the field as we pick off riders that were dropping from the front. So here's Gareth. I'm rolling to him.
I'm going to move your chain. Everything else all right?
Yeah. And as Gareth grabs my bike, I'm dumping all my empties. I have this bottle of mix that I'm planning to drink here in the feed zone, but I'm also grabbing Coke, ice sock out of the cooler, my extra bottles. And while I'm doing this, I'm like biting on the nozzle of the bottle in my mouth and end up ripping that nozzle off. So that guy gets kicked aside while Gareth is still cleaning off all the mud that was caked on my bike. But I drink a Coke here in the feed zone, and then have another Coke in my pocket. And again, trying to make this one as quick as possible without wasting too much time, and get back on the bike here and keep on the gas, so that I can stay in this chase group. I thought a couple of the other guys in the chase group were already up the road, but I think I was like the 3rd or 4th rider from this 12-person group out of here. So I didn't really need to like stomp on it coming out of this aid station. But I also didn't know, and I wasn't really paying attention to where any of these other guys were at, so I was just like, panic mode. And yeah, and we keep chasing. I unfortunately mechanical out of this group with about 20-25 miles left in the race, but that's going to come in the race recap video later. And yeah, thanks for watching. Peace.